Our train reactor spitting fire. The NFT analyzer, diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From your meme coins to tokens, he's got all the intel. Web3 wizardry, he'll show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. Wild stories from the web, he's always
Yo,
in the know.
good morning, guys.
Crypto community, vibing where
Mega Jams, how we doing? What is today, the 13th of March? God, another day in the Wild West. Crazy stuff. Cats, good morning. Excuse me, Dead. It's our boy Dead. Good morning, man. Gus GMs. How we doing, fellas? Dead, you making some progress on Taproot Wizard? You doing the quest? We'll talk a little bit about the quest number 5, Taproot Wizards. And I still don't think Quantum Cats are done, by the way. I think more to come there. At the very least, traits. But I don't know. Something tells me that Quantum Cats have a little something. But, I don't know. I like to make these bold, not predictions, but I come up with my own roadmaps in my head for what projects are going to do and what they're going to deliver. And man, I keep learning over and over. It's literally just in my head. It's not reality. And things I'm learning. Always learning, always growing here. Man, I would say a kind of slower day here in Web3. Kind of. I mean, always big things happening. Watching the Good Vibes Club, watching that mint, or really saying watching secondary there, watching for the reveal that's coming in a few hours. I believe that reveal's coming in 3 hours here. I'm peeking at secondary there. I'm watching to see maybe grab one, maybe sell what I got. I'm not sure. I'm looking, I'm watching, I'm trying to feel out, I'm trying to feel out what it is what are people willing to do in this market? I don't know. I know we're all so hopeful that things they can turn on a dime, and we're hopeful that some of the stuff happening now, Taproot Wizards Mint, Good Vibes Club, things like that can get us cooking again, get us moving. But I don't know. I feel like everybody's waiting and watching what others are doing before they make some moves themselves. So we'll see. Homer, good morning. Cats GM, sir. Dead, I've not entangled or funded yet. I know I should because it is still limited spaces. John, good morning. Coco, good morning. So, Dead, I know I need to do that and then get on quest number 5. We'll get to that. It needs to happen. It definitely needs to happen. Anyway, guys, hey, smash the like on the show wherever you're watching. If you're over on Abstract, I appreciate you. I'm going to drop a link to Abstract here over on the YouTube side. But of course, guys, make sure you do subscribe over on the YouTube side. It's SlamX Official. And I guess another heads up, Slurp Gaming Universe. I'll check. You know what? I think I've heard of that. I thought maybe we need to peek. Yeah, wherever you're watching, subscribe over on SlamX Official. Just again, another reminder: the name of the channel is going to be changing here. It is. So if you subscribe, no problem, right? But if you're used to going in and searching Chain Reactor or really searching for SlamX, you in like 2-ish weeks, you're not going to find it that way. It probably comes up, but a different name. I can't say what it is yet. But just a heads up about that. Zap, good morning. Zap, good morning, man. GMs to you. Anyway, subscribe. Also, make sure you're following us at CryptoSlam. It's CryptoSlam.io. That's on X. SlamAI_XYZ. Keep up on what's happening in the Slam AI ecosystem. I'll be honest, I thought I would have some updates for you by now. And there's really great reasons that we don't. It is very active behind the scenes. It's very active. If it feels like a lot of projects have been quiet, and by the way, I felt that. I've felt like over in AI especially, maybe announcements across the board from like top agents, like it's kind of slow. Kind of slow. It would be a mistake to read into that as there's not developments happening. Behind the scenes, the building that's happening and the connections that are being made, and the products that are being built out, really, really wild stuff, guys. And it gives me this like little insight into when this next phase comes, whenever it is going to be this next evolution of AI. It's going to be really, really something. Again, this is teams heads down, putting in the work, building out their products, buffing them. And when things start picking up, I don't think people are timing their releases for the market picking up, but you just feel right now is a period where people are working, building, and as these things roll out, I think there's a whole bunch of updates coming at once. You could probably, to a degree, include maybe the Swarm in that mix. Not saying there's not announcements there's announcements we're holding back, just that there's really, really interesting, really cool developments. So I will keep you posted, and I will tell you things as soon as I can. For now, again, make sure you're following Slam AI, and of course, our flagship AI agent. That is the Swarm. Follow at the Swarm_AI. By the way, afternoon show Monday through Friday on the Swarm AI account. It's called the Swarm Report, taking you around the AI ecosystem. We talk market, biggest updates from across this agentic ecosystem. You definitely want to make sure to catch that. Oh, let's peek. Let's do a little peek at the Swarm. See how that chart's looking. Really, dude, considering this market, pretty nice. We were under a mil just 2 days ago. 900K-ish market cap, which I love, still a 3x from the EAO offering price. And I still don't know if I should be chatting price. I'm a reporter, right? I'm reporting on the market. And like I said, I really don't care about price. But there you see, $1.5 million market cap. I'm sure there's plenty of people happy to see that. Well, maybe you can say that. Anyway, we'll keep checking in on the Swarm here over the next many days and weeks and months and years. This is a big deal for us. Flagship agent of Slam AI. We'll check on that. We'll also check in on this clown, Hayden Davis. There's a lot of people checking on this guy. You know him as maybe the biggest scammer of this cycle. It's weird. I don't know how we define scammer, by the way, but you would have to put him in there. Manipulator, whatever you want to call him. Hayden Davis, the man behind, I guess the Libra scandal. Yeah. Kelsier, what are they called? Kelsier Investment, Kelsier Venture, whatever they're called. Hayden is the guy, almost solely responsible for manipulating that token. Maybe the Melania token too, but man, this guy probably on the run now because they're coming after him. They're finally coming after the man for, I'm sure, fraud and market manipulation here. There you see prosecutors in Argentina asked their Justice Department. Man, they're now reaching out to Interpol trying to get this man. I wonder where he is. An interesting timing after, we saw on chain just 2 days ago, he was selling more Libra, cashing out some USDC. This man's stacking his money, and he's like maybe on the run, guys, legitimately on the run. Boy, we got look, he's not SBF levels, but we got our kind of SBF type story here. Kind of. Spicy stuff. GM over on Abstract. I see a few Anons out there. Appreciate you joining us here. Anyway, we'll keep watching this story. It's spicy, dude. It's spicy at the least. Also now on the side of shady maybe. Coinbase announced they're delisting a few tokens. And I want to be real clear here. It's only in New York. This got reported and run with because people look for engagement, but that Coinbase was delisting these tokens and just left it at that. We're talking Floki, Turbo, GigaChad. 2 of those 3 might be kind of questionable. I don't know. But it's only in New York. You can't buy these on if you live in New York on Coinbase. And man, you got to think back to just a couple of years ago. There was tons of tokens you couldn't buy if you lived in New York. I think Tezos was one of them. And I don't think Tezos is some kind of dirty, shady toga. I don't know. But I will say people question the GigaChad token, the Giga token, right? I know I question the Turbo token. I might be alone in that, but I question the Turbo token. Floki, I have no comment on, don't know anything about how, supply and who's holding what. I don't know. But Turbo, if you guys remember back to a few months back when Cumberland, the Chicago-based market maker who the SEC did go after and recently charges or litigation lifted, right? Back in business, Cumberland is actually. But Turbo was a coin that I never understood the market action we saw. It didn't make sense to me. Something felt really weird about Turbo. For me, it did. It's a token I watched from the time it launched all the way till, recently. And Turbo out of nowhere exploded. We're talking last year. And it turned out Cumberland was their main market maker. Anyway, all of that to say, I'm not surprised to see Turbo on a list that might be pointing out some tokens that are Giga, I'm maybe a little surprised. I've always heard Giga's like insider held too, but so are 90% of tokens out there. I will say, Giga Chad's a token I think of Murad, right? You just do. He's one of the biggest supporters in influencers. I don't want to say pumpers. I like Murad a lot. That said, when I see a list like this, I do start thinking back to guys like Polly, who I liked, and I still like them. And I question that dude a bit. I know there's people questioning Murad. I like Murad a lot. That said, I might have a tendency to really like guys who are very pumpy. And we'll leave it at that. It remains to be seen if there's if they're bad guys. I don't think Murad's a bad guy. I think he believes what he says. And to be totally honest, even now, I agree with Murad. I think we're still going to see these I'll say it. I might be alone on this island now. In fact, you guys tell me. I don't think Polly's in jail, Dad. I don't think he is. Hood's good to see you, man. Am I alone on this island, guys? 1 in the chat if you agree. 2 if you think it's batshit crazy. I still agree with Murad. I still think this cycle, whatever that means now, we're going to see multiple meme coins that get to $1 billion market cap. We're going to see multiple meme coins that get to a $10 billion market cap. And we're going to see 1 or 2 meme coins that get to $100 billion. Sounds crazy right now. Let's just say 1 that gets to 100 bill. And that could include Doge. Doge could check that box. I still believe that's coming. 1 if you agree. 2 if you 2 if you think that's fucking crazy now. Cutie, dude, wow. Dude, okay, Cutie's in over on YouTube. He got his wallet drained, man. Was it everything or was it just the wallet with Bull? So he had 2 million Bull in his wallet, which means he probably had like half a million-ish swarm. What happened, dude? Man, yikes. John Doe. Sorry, I'm trying to, you lived in, I can't see what that is, but hope Polly is free for better. Again, I like Polly. He got in trouble with like assault, right? I don't mean to be defending a guy who, but sometimes with something like that, there might be something that led to that. I don't know. I mean, maybe I shouldn't defend the guy. I still like him. For whatever reason, I still do. I don't think Polly's some like good man, Christian dude, upstanding. I don't think he's that. I think he says a lot of stuff that's super real. I think he's great at getting engagement. I think he's edgy as fuck. I think he's manipulative, all that stuff. I actually think he's a good guy, though. I don't think he's like a super villain. So, I don't know. 9. Was this at 9? Yeezy was booming. What, the Yeezy token? Yeah, we all make mistakes. Yeah, I think Polly's great. Anyway, all that, I think Murad's great. I think Murad is I think he's going to look like a superhero when that plays out. And I think it's a win. I think it's a win. Cutie, wallet had 2 mil bull, 50K swarm. Dude, Cutie, I'll tell you what. That 50K swarm, I will ask the team, because that would mean you had more coming. I'll ask the team if we can get the rest of the swarm sent to a different wallet. Just so you're not out entirely, if that's cool with you. Like, DM me the wallet addresses, and I'll see if we can get the rest of your allocation to come to whatever your new wallet is. Hit me up. Fog, good morning. All right, let's look at the market here. By the way, we'll have Jay Squiggle on second half. There is some art happenings out there, so excited to get to chat with him about art. Some cool stuff. All right, looking at Bitcoin here, just over 82K, ETH at 19. It's weird seeing ETH under 2,000. Man, that ratio, ETH Bitcoin, like dominance, it's not looking good for ETH. I'll tell you what, man. There's a lot of people saying hold your ETH. ETH will be fine. I think it's a while off before ETH is fine. Maybe. It doesn't look good. I don't see what's on the horizon that helps it. Tokenomics are a problem. That said, ETH still becomes deflationary. I mean, when it's used. Inflationary? Inflationary. Supplies burned when it's used. That's the point. Ripple, 231. Solana, 126. Solana's got a big vote happening right now, guys. It's actually about inflation on the Solana blockchain, right? Trying to actually get that supply a little under control. Now, the vote that's going on right now met quorum, meaning the vote will pass whichever way it goes. Right now, the changes that are being proposed will not win. Maybe we should pull that up and get a little deeper into that. Hudah, yeah, send me the wallet. Yeah, send it to me. Send me both the one that was drained and then send me your new one. Hudah's been a supporter here, like whatever I can do to help take care, Do what I can, man. Looking at ETFs, Bitcoin, 13.3 million inflows. It's not much, but look, if we were to scroll back like for the past 6 weeks, there's probably 5 days in total we were in the positive. So not much, but we'll take it being green. We'll definitely take that. I'll definitely take that, man. Looking for any kind of silver lining right now. On the ETH side, 10.3 mil in outflows. Could use a little love here in crypto. There's some cool shit actually coming. I will say that. Ooh, hang on. I might have a breaking alert. Ooh, hang on. Breaking news, I think. Breaking news? Let's see. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Breaking news, folks. The Trump family has been in talks for stake in crypto exchange Binance. This is the Wall Street Journal reporting this. Oh, that's pretty spicy. We saw, okay, now this is getting ahead of ourselves, but we just saw a major historic investment into Binance just made yesterday, which is wild. I will say it's really weird seeing CZ still representing Binance when he was banned for life from working for Binance. I don't know. Interesting. But also coming along with this, CZ is seeking a pardon from the Trump administration, which might put him right back at Binance, guys. That's a big story if that's true. Both of them. Both of those that's a really big deal. We will see how that plays out, but sorry, hard to not be bullish on Binance, even though they manipulate the market. They do. What's up, JJ? They do. Marty's been shining the light on that through market makers like Wintermute. Absolutely. Still, CZ is probably the best main character we have here in crypto. Very curious to see how that plays out. Back to ETH, though, guys. ETH is getting absolutely brutalized. Just absolutely brutalized. Past 24 hours, not even in the top 20 protocols by revenue. I mean, you have wallets doing nearly as much, making nearly as much revenue as an entire blockchain. Aerodrome, this is a DEX on Binance, guys. A DEX on Base. More revenue than Ethereum in the past 24 hours. That's madness, guys. That's madness. Actually, I'd like to check directly here. Oof, I should check links before I click them, huh? But yeah, that's brutal. ETH is in some real trouble. Up to 18 right now. Who's ahead of them? Aave, Fluid, Pump Fun even. Pump Fun. Flashbots. Who's our top ones? Tether, Circle, Jupe. Jupe still cooking. Hyperliquid's up here. Maple Finance. Meteora. Yeah, wow. ETH not looking great. Guys. I don't know. Now, the flip side of that, is crypto in general. You know what? Man, there's some strength out there. There's other ways you can measure strength. Heidi, it's good to see you, man. There's other ways you measure strength in crypto. It's not necessarily token price, but it's the fact that there is crypto, that there's a lot of money still locked up in crypto, specifically here stablecoins. And this is something we check on. Right? The money in stablecoins matters a lot. That's money that's sitting on the sidelines here. It's people selling their crypto and selling to get into stables, or it's new money coming in and getting into stables to start. I don't know many people that do that, to be totally honest. At least I have never bought into crypto that way. Maybe I should. If you guys have or do that, I'm curious. Do you ever buy stablecoins then to figure out what you want to swap into? I've never once bought a stablecoin other than swapping my crypto for a stable. But maybe other people do it. I don't know. Again, we do know that we're at an all-time high for TVL stablecoins, which is really, really, man, it's really noteworthy. That said, I do see a lot of people making a counter argument here. You can't argue that there's that much money in stables, but the counter is that's not necessarily coming into your favorite crypto. It's not necessarily coming to Bitcoin or coming to ETH or Sol or whatever. We now have infrastructure. We consider, I guess, a stable coin something like a kind of infrastructure. People call it the rails, right? It's like a foundational level asset here, and some people just keep their money there, and then you transact, as you can now, by the way, transact stable coins for whatever your goods. All right, you can use USDC on OpenSea, and you can use it on Magic Eden, and branching outside of NFTs and even fungible tokens, there's all kind of products that you don't have to be in any other token other than stable coins to use it. So we might just be seeing a shift here to, from these altcoins and these majors to stables. That could be happening. And if that's the case, then maybe that all-time high, right, in TVL in these stablecoins, maybe it's a little less impressive. I'm still really impressed by it. I still think that once this market turns around, people's appetite to gamble comes right back, and a lot of it comes right from those stablecoins. I have really no doubt about that. So really, really bullish. We had Cynthia Loomis. We did talk about this yesterday, but Cynthia Loomis has submitted again her strategic Bitcoin reserve bill, this proposal to buy, guys, 5% of this Bitcoin supply, right? 200,000 Bitcoin a year is this proposal, all the way up to 1 million Bitcoin. This is the U.S. government. I'll tell you, I don't think it's going to pass. I don't. Not to be so bearish on you guys here. I don't think it's going to pass. I don't. I think you have a lot of old school politicians who still think crypto's a scam, or who just don't want to give power to the tech bros, which is what this would do. I don't see it passing. I hope to be wrong. But I don't think this comes to a vote anytime soon. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of work ahead. But that bill is now live on Congress's official website. So you can go read through it. It's probably well worth doing. And I actually should do that myself. Probably well worth reading to really wrap your head around what this proposal is. We should probably do it. Anyway, it is up there. Hey, there's reasons I'm optimistic, honestly. All of us maybe should be. Dude, you have Donald Trump, I think it was yesterday, coming out and saying he thinks the market's going to absolutely cook soon. I have no reason to doubt him with something like that. It just still feels like everything happening now is a big old game to manipulate the market, to get it to go one direction ultimately. I saw some comments from Trump. Gosh, maybe they weren't Trump directly or people around Trump, but saying he doesn't care if the market crashes. Look, okay, when I say this, it might sound crazy because I don't know how much you're going to trust what he says, but that it ties into this. Let's play the clip actually, and then I'll make the comment.
How about no tax on tips? How about no tax on overtime? How about no Social Security? How about all those things? These are the kind of thoughts that will change America. I know what his goal is. No tax for anybody who makes less than $150,000 a year. That's his goal.
Do you believe that? Do you believe that, guys? No tax if you make less than $150K a year. Call me whatever, gullible or whatever. Hey, I just said earlier, maybe I am gullible. I believe it. I believe that is the goal. And in what I read, God, guys, it might even come from 4chan. Sorry if so. But that Trump's plan here is he doesn't give a shit about the stock market right now. That stock market, it's like the top 5% of, top 5% are invested in the stock market, have, their wealth there. And he doesn't care to fuck them over in the short term if it helps him reach his goal of, something like this and ultimately get the economy where it needs to be. It's like a means to an end. Could be. Could be. Zober, good morning. Ripple, baby. There we go. That would be spicy. No taxes under 150K. I believe him. I actually believe that's the goal. I believe that's the goal. I do. Gullible, whatever. I believe that's the goal. I think things are about to get really spicy here. Man, okay, we talk about states coming into crypto and the government coming into crypto, right? Strategic Bitcoin reserves. But like all that aside, guys, companies coming into crypto in a big way. We got to start really thinking about the supply-demand thing. It's so much bigger of a factor than people realize. Forget this short-term price action. You got to consider who is buying crypto and holding crypto and not letting it go. Guys, this is numbers from 2024. Almost 600,000 Bitcoin have been purchased by, there you go, public corporations. And we see this almost every day. Companies buying more and more and more Bitcoin. If it keeps up this pace, then next year, guys, by 2026, 5% of the Bitcoin supply is going to be held by these public corporations. What does it look like a year out from that? What does it look like in 27, 28, all the way up to 20? What does it look like then? What does it look like then with these guys who get where it's going, and you have these nations who are also looking to hold, like the United States, 5% of the supply, 10% between the United States and these public corporations. Guys, I'm sorry, it's very, very clear what's coming. It's very clear what's coming. And it's just a big old distraction right now that we're worried about Bitcoin being 90K or 80K. Or even if it's 70, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When maybe 10% of the Bitcoin supply is lost forever, another 10% is locked up between just the United States government and public corporations, let alone every other country and state that's coming into. I don't think people think enough. I know you guys think about it. I just think in general, we don't think enough about it. And just hold on to that conviction and how none of this price action really matters. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. 5 years from now, different story. Here's wow. Dutch Bank. Do I say that right? Dutch Bank? I would just say Dutchie Bank. I hate saying names live because I can't. So I've never been able to pronounce names. Dutch Bank, whichever one works. Anthony, clip the one where I got it right, please. Says a U.S. strategic Bitcoin reserve could set international standards, as we thought. Like Brian Armstrong said, like G20 countries are going to be coming into Bitcoin. If we do it, we did it. We have a strategic reserve. We did it. Other countries follow. National standard. Everybody is going to do this. This is also not a maybe thing. This is a definitely going to happen. Definitely going to happen thing. And then you start seeing things like this, which just speak to the conviction people have. And it's tip of the iceberg as far as how much more of this we're going to see. This was a historic investment yesterday. Back to Binance here. A wealth fund from Abu Dhabi. It's called MGX. They invest in AI. They invest in advanced tech, so crypto. Guys invested $2 billion into Binance, investing via crypto. I think it was I was going to say a USDC, USDT. I think they bought $2 billion worth, I'm going to double check this, of BNB. Is that the case? I think, guys, they actually invested in the BNB token. I want to see if that's the case. Well, BNB should have cooked if so, unless they did this like OTC, right? BNB's up 6% in the past day. That's a huge investment, though. It's not just huge, guys. It is the biggest crypto investment we have ever seen to date. And by the way, I don't think it'll stay the biggest investment. I think this is the start of what's going to become much more normal. Normal. This is going to be the normal kind of headlines we're going to start seeing. It is. It is. I'm putting Chris in timeout. Fuck out of here. I like the guy, but if he's coming here just to start shit, he don't belong anymore. Love you, Chris. I don't know if timeout. It's Deutsche. It's Deutsche. I don't know if timeout means you can't watch too. You can watch, but whatever. Anyway, a lot more of that. Guys, a lot more of that. And I can't wait. Let's see if CZ had any other little spicy comments. Transaction 100%. Oh, it is stables. It's not BNB. It is stables. There we go. Big old investment, guys. We'll see tons more of that. Man, spicy shit coming. By the way, I have no idea where to insert this story. No idea. So we just put it here. Magnus Carlsen, who's been everywhere. Going on Joe Rogan does wonders for the career. Not that he needed any help, like best chess player in the world. I've been watching his videos like crazy lately. I'm sure everybody has been because it's like mind virusy shit, right? But Yatsu's getting him in a game of chess, which is incredible. That is going to be actually right now. That's actually right now. I'm going to peek at that real quick. That's pretty damn cool. I like Yatsu a lot. Let's peek at this, guys.
What spells did you pick this time, Eric?
Sorry, this is cool. I have to interrupt for this.
I gotta keep this up because of that, but I changed the other ones. I picked House Recruit and Parkour Mech.
Wait a second, guys.
No queen time. I'm expecting another early game. You know, fast win.
Yeah, it's not even on here. What the fuck?
Going for the cheaper spells that I can use a lot more.
Did we get rugged?
Somehow I cannot pick queen time. Yeah.
Did we get rugged here? That's not. They rugged us. We're not watching that. Anyway, that is cool though. I like it. Let's take a peek at the NFT market. There are happenings in NFTs. By the way, let me get Jay Squiggle his invite here so we're ready to rock when it's time here. But there you see it, man. NFT market actually not bad. Not bad in the past past 48 hours. Volume actually kind of up. 15.7 million sales yesterday. Sellers up, buyers up, transactions up. Trade profits actually head in the right direction. Still deep in the negative. 1.1 mil in the negative. There we go. I don't know. Right direction. We'll take it. And your top collections, Courtyard on top, followed by D-Market, One Gravity. We're going to talk about that in a second. We got some Beeples on the move, Pudgy Penguins, Base Apes, Paradise, CryptoPunks, SMB. Let's see. Anybody else noteworthy? No. Here's a couple Beeples that sold. These might be loans. Maybe. USDC transactions, 46. Oh, dude. It's almost $500,000. Jeez. Okay, some big people. Let's call them sales. We'll ask Jay Squiggle when he comes up. Some CryptoPunks moving too. You love to see it. So, D-Market, I caught this tweet, caught my attention a couple days ago. Had to mention it. It's a whatever, but also it's pretty cool. Look, S&P 500, there's Ethereum, there's Bitcoin. In the wrong game. If you're investing, you probably should invest in Counter-Strike skins. Look, I look for any opportunity I can find to shout out D-Market. D-Market. Counter-Strike skins. That's their product. It is. D-Market, actually, funny enough. So D-Market is gaming skins. Rust, Dota, Counter-Strike, Team Fortress, all that. Cool stuff, man. Funny enough, I saw them on a, it wasn't D-Market specific, but I saw a documentary on underage gambling. And D-Market was a site they showed. That's not a comment on D-Market. It's just that is a site where you trade skins. So it was interesting seeing them there. But ultimately, point is, dude, there is a huge market for that stuff. That is gaming skins traded on chain. Great to see. So you can kind of do, two birds, one stone. You can get your crypto fix trading gaming skins, kind of. It's pretty cool. Anyway, just had to find a way to shout them out because I love the guys. OG Labs. All right. This is kind of a big deal. Who here is aware of One Gravity? Oh, where do you see these sale prices, by the way? 1.5, 1.4. These are cooking. Man, these are cooking. One Gravity is a mint coming from OG Labs. And by the way, guys, it's a free mint. What's up, Mike Bennett? Good morning, sir. Great to see you. It's a free mint, guys. Really wild stuff. Okay. You can think of it like Mega ETH, right? Remember the mint they had? It was 1 ETH because people are going to get a blockchain token, right? A soulbound token too. You can think of these very, very much like that. It is going to be a way to distribute a token. Here, let's go top. Here's One Gravity. They're cool. I think they're cool looking. And I think the mint is on OpenSea. In fact, let's check their drops page. They're not done minting, just so you know. Let me double check if these are actually here. No, maybe not. Okay, maybe mint is not on OpenSea. I'm not going to go dig for the mint link, but point here, guys, too. They're not done minting. It went whitelist, then whitelist first come, first serve. There will be a public window, guys. They will be free for public. It's going to be a gas war. It's going to be a gas war. I think there's about 1,000 more of these still hitting the market, right? Ballpark. But they are free. It is probably worth your time to find that out. And hang on. God, I was wondering if the mint link was right there. It's worth probably looking at, guys, if you're in the mood to degen or gamble. Again, 1.5 ETH. If they pull back because more supply is hitting, I think that still puts them at a pretty penny. They're free to mint. Just got to have that on your radar, guys. That is absolutely cooking. 1.5 ETH they're going for free mint. If you got to mint, GG's. Really, guys. Some comments. Arc, shout out to mods. What Arc what? Hang on. Tell me what Arc is. Node Monks 2. We're going to get to some of those Node Monk sales. Absolutely. And Hoods, if you're asking what those were called, the NFTs, I think you're asking that. They're called One Gravity. And they're from OG Labs. Gas War, guys, like crazy Gas War when that happens, but if you hit it, you probably are up. Probably pretty big. Yeah, some Node Monks. In fact, guys, those we'll peek at Magic Eden at floor prices, but those Alien Punks that sold just 2 days ago flipped. Remember they sold like 0.6, maybe 0.7. Flipped. One of them flipped for 1 Bitcoin. Here we go. Here's the breakdown. One for 0.8, one for 0.99. 15,000 profit and 33,000 profit. I don't get why that guy dumped him. Other than he needed liquidity, I get that. Murray, good morning, man. Luna, you sold all your crypto, you maniac. What? Why would you do that? Why would you do that, man? No, I get it. It's good to be safe and smart and have a plan. It is. Anyway, those Node Monks, it's probably not a bad play. Here, let's look. I'm going to throw up good vibes. I'm debating what to do with mine. I bought 4 of these. I'm tempted. Look, reveal comes in a couple hours. Look, I am really tempted to sell. And I also think they got a vibe. I really do think they got a shot. Oh, okay. I say it out loud and then I'm like, you're an idiot. If these are not going to go up post-reveal, rare ones will. They just, man, they feel fun. They feel different. They look incredible. They really do. They really do look incredible. They really do. That said, there's still 6,000 of them. There's 6,000 of them. There's 7,000 of them. You've got to imagine that half of them or so are going to hit the market. These probably are going to be right down to mint price after mint. It'd probably be smart to sell them. I'm watching though. I'm debating, and there's not much time left. We got to make some decisions here. They're really great. I'm hopeful they do well, but we'll see. Node Monk's up to 0.047. Look at that. This is interesting. They got low enough where they found that level where people got to have them. You don't pass on them, right? They got basically 0.03 something, right? Right, or right at the cusp. Nice rebound. Here's Puppets at 0.041. Quantum Cat's struggling. This is people, look, guys, Quantum Cat holders thought they got maybe a guaranteed whitelist for Taproot Wizards. I thought that, and they don't. If you have a Quantum Cat, it does not get you a spot. Even if you did the quest, you still got to do the final quest. But you didn't have to have a Quantum Cat to even get the whitelist spot via quest. If you did all the quests, you're probably getting a spot if you did them all and did well. So I get why some of these are getting dumped here. And some of it's people who have multiple and they're going to get their mint through the entangled pair, and they're freeing up some money to mint. I get that. I get all of it. And that said, these things are still, what, $10,000? And they will be, again, much, much, much higher. But great. Right now, Node Monks. Shout out to them. Great to see that, man. We'll come back to Taproot Wizards, talk about their quest. I do want to say, Steady Teddy's rumors they're minting this weekend. We heard the same last weekend, too. But they might be actually minting this weekend. A little teaser showing traits. Getting a good idea of what these are going to look like. Dude, there's a Tom Brady jersey one. Dude, Homer. That's got to be the one. I hope I mint that one. These are pretty great, man. These are going to cook too, man. Steady Teddies is something to be watching. If you do not have a whitelist, it's something to be watching on secondary. There's rumors that they're going to get a Bera token allocation, right? There's going to be another Bera token distribution. And it goes to some of those big collections. You've seen those collections on Berachain that are like 30 plus ETH. Like those you've seen those, right? There's rumors that this is going to be included in that group. And that's why there's quite a bit of FOMO. Look, the teams come out and said that's not happening, but there's a lot of people that just don't believe them. They think that's going to happen. Token distribution for these guys. Steady Teddies are $80 in Bera. So whatever that equals on the day, $80 worth of Bera. Could be, 8 Bera, could be, you know what I mean? It's whatever, it's going by USD value, $80 in Bera. Heidi's, hang on, you had the Bitcoin in your wallet. You waited too long for what? I got to see Heidi's comment. I hope, I'm hoping, dude. Hang on. I'm hoping they didn't fill up all 1,000 of those spots for the entangled. Heidi's, well, you gotta tell me what you meant by that. That scares the shit out of me. Anyway, these are looking great. They are definitely going to cook. They're, whatever, they're going to cook. Watch for plays on secondary. If you can mint. If they hit public, go for it. Absolutely. All right, OpenSea integrating Ronin. Send these little shits to zero. I don't know if you guys saw. I streamed with Henry last week. I think, was it Friday or Saturday? Henry bought me one of these. Have you seen these guys? These Ronkies? They're fucking terrible. I love them. Okay. I need to find something to do with this channel, by the way, since I don't do the daily updates. Dude, I got to tell you, I'm really thinking hard about a way to bring those old videos back. I really like those videos. Look, they take 4 hours every day to make. I'm really tempted to go do that again still. I really like them. But anyway, Henry got me a Ronki. It's fucking perfect. He's beautiful. I miss those updates. Damn, they zapped all the videos. Okay. They might come back, guys. I'm hoping so. Anyway, Ronkies. On OpenSea. I don't know when that integration happens, but great. It's great. Taproot Wizard. Okay, about the quest. Here it is. Quest number 5. How to secure a Taproot Wizard whitelist. If you've done all the previous quests, especially, or most of them, or some of them, it's well worth doing. If this is your first quest, I bet you if you do a killer job on the video, if it's like fucking stupendous, I bet you're going to get a whitelist spot. I bet you will. So, your quest, should you choose to partake, you got to dress up in a wizard costume. And you need to explain or show on video how you're going to make 0.2 Bitcoin for the mint. That's it. Look, to a degree, they don't give a shit what you do. It's just content. It's just engagement. It's just them looking for viral moments. So I don't think I'm going to go crazy with this because I don't think I'm using the spot. I bet you I'll get a spot because I've done, I think, all the quests other than the first. But I'm going to I'll be dressed in a wizard costume on one of these streams, right? And what am I going to do? Sell some NFTs or I don't even know. You can make shit up, by the way. You can just make shit up. So I'm just going to be dressed as a wizard doing my live stream. I'll submit that. I'll chop it up and I'll submit that. But that's the quest. It's that simple. Dress up as a wizard. Explain on video how you're going to, fund your mint. The end. That's quest 5. And again, if you do a really... Mio, come on, brother. That's our guy, Mio. Dude, founder of CyberKongs. A real bro. But again, do it. if you do a killer job, I bet you're going to get a whitelist spot. You should go for it. You definitely should. All right, now this is stuff that we're probably going to save. Well, shit, I want to save it for J Squiggle. Yeah, you know what? I'll skip this. It's Mask of Lucy and a couple other art updates. Well, so I'll skip this for now. We'll come back to this stuff when J Squiggle's here. Treeverse. I think it's a great looking game. This comes from Loopify. Treeverse now live on Epic Games and the Play Store. I'm probably going to download it. I think the game looks pretty fantastic. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind a lot live. Right after I say something, I change my mind. I don't think it looks bad. No, in fact, I actually think it looks good. But you know when something looks good a couple of years ago, and then at this point it looks like everything else? Treeverse might have fallen into that trap. It just looks... It looks similar. Oh, Mike, I'm definitely a wizard, man. Bang. Good to see you, bro. I thought I had... My wizard hat might actually be right around here. I've got the wizard staff. I got the cloak. I got the fucking hat. I come with the beard. Yeah, we'll definitely be doing a video. You know what? Fucking, I need to sell those Good Vibes clubs. That's part of the Taproot Wizard funds. I have to sell them. My luck is that I'll actually hit a rare too. That's my luck. God damn, I want to ride those out. I do. I really like those. Actually, smart thing would be to sell 3, keep 1. But at that rate, just sell them all and move on, right? If I can sell them on the floor right now, I hate NFTs. No, it'd be like a 0.16 profit if I can sell them all right at the floor right now. It's pretty okay. It's pretty solid. We'll take it. Anyway, that's for J Squiggle. That's for J Squiggle. That's for J Squiggle. All right, let's get to this. All right, you guys know the story of DRB, Debt Relief Bot. Cat's wise words. I should say, this cat saying sell and don't look back. He's right. Oh, dude, Luna. Oh my God, Luna. Luna, could I borrow your idea? Dude, okay, Luna, let me ask you, can I borrow you the idea? Because if so, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. What's up, Eagle Eye? I swear to God, I'm actually going to do this. Okay, cool. I'm going to dress up in my wizard costume. And I'm going to be laying on my bed, on my back. And I'm going to have my wife pegging me for 0.2 Bitcoin. Boom. What do you think? That's the video. What do you think? I think that's the video. I think that's the idea. I think we just fucking got it. I think that's it. Bro, I swear to God, I think I'm going to do that as my video. I think that's it. Because look, we could record that and we could get that video knocked out in like 20 seconds. Right? I'm trying to think. I don't know who would record it. Normally my kids help with recording. That'd be fucked up. I'll just set my camera up. Wizard costume. Probably my wife will want to wear a mask of some sort. Boom, boom, boom. Chop it up. Do like that TikTok kind of edit, just fast edit kind of shit. And then just have a screen of her transfer. Yeah, her transferring me 0.2 Bitcoin. Maybe we'll do like some testnet shit or something. I don't know. But yeah. I think that's the idea, dude. I like this. Thank you very much, Luna. I am definitely using that. I'll shout you out in the video too, Luna. Good shit. All right. Okay, Grok. Debt relief. What the fuck's it called? Debt relief something or other. DRB. Debt relief bot is the name of the token, right? Token inspired by Grok. Grok named it. He provided the ticker, all that shit. And it cooked, right? I'll show you guys. That token cooked. And I wasn't sure why it dumped like a couple days ago. And I know now. I know now why it dumped. Yeah, down to 12 mil. Look, I don't think it matters too. But yeah, kind of all of a sudden it dumped. And, I assumed it's just people taking profit. There's 2 factors. One, The banker bot, which is the one that does these token transfers and, you know, lets you create tokens, it's blocked Grok. It will not let Grok interact with it because Grok is going on a spree. Grok has launched, again, he hasn't launched anything, but he has contributed to the launch of like 17 tokens now. And so banker's killing that connection there because like it's saying Grok's not, he's not created with like that kind of stuff in mind. He doesn't know how to manage what he's doing. And in fact, you could probably imagine it's actually wrecking people because they're just chasing his tokens. That's on them. But yeah, it's not good. It's not good just because people are reckless. So anyway, that's not why it dumped. Actually, like Bangers put out a great video. And in there, I caught why it dumped. Actually, check this out. Do you guys like Bangers, by the way? I think she's awesome.
Account is claiming that Grok, the Grok, okay, launched a token on Base. What? What's the deal? Is that real? Let's see what Grok has to say about this. Yes, deployed it. Wow, holy shit. Didn't deploy, what the hell? Okay, so what's really going on and how did this guy—
It was that right there. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Okay. That's why it dumped the other day. I think that matches up, right? 310. Yeah, that's basically, hang on. No, maybe, okay, god damn it, guys. That was on 310. I thought that lined up right here. But either way, for the sake of this video, we don't have to be accurate. We just have to say shit, right? It crashed because 310. Yeah, God. It's not because of that. I'm just going to say it. It crashed because Grok said it didn't make the token. There you go, officially. This is fake news now, but it works. So that's why that token crashed. Dude, and Grok was on its way to being a millionaire. There you go. Like, really, he held, because when you use BankerBot, you earn fees, and he was up to almost $1 million in fees, which is pretty fucking wild. But we've already seen our first AI millionaires, right? Truth Terminal already was. AIXBT, I assume, is. By the way, here, what I'm really watching for, total sidebar. Remember, AIXBT has 2 quantum cats, remember? I have a pretty good feeling that AIXBT is going to end up with a Taproot Wizard. I have a feeling Udi's going to convince it to, rock the Taproot Wizard PFP. Like, that's just another part of the narrative I'm kind of thinking is coming again. Yeah, I assume that's happening. So we'll watch for that. It's probably happening. Still in AI, guys. I'm watching this really closely. I think this is going to be special here. It's the Virtual's new swarms, 2 new swarms coming. We talked about this on Swarm Report yesterday, but I don't think we really covered it again here. It's big enough that we should cover it here. Okay, so Virtuals, they announced more details on what these new swarms are going to be. And I think they're going to be pretty special, guys. And I want to see the swarm in it. I'm going to organize a campaign. I want to get everybody here tweeting at them. When it's time, when there's like an official way to do this, we put the pressure on. Anyway, they're going to have a hedge fund and trading DAO, but it's not us, guys. It's not people in it. It's the agents. It's agents in a swarm. So like their lemonade stand, it's going to be a bunch of agents managing a hedge fund, trading DAO, cool shit. And then separately, an autonomous media house. And that media house sounds really cool too. So the trading DAO just going to invest in crypto, right? And then the media house is going to make like music and art and images and maybe videos, and it'll probably do NFTs too. They're talking about, by the way, for the hedge fund, AIXBT, AIXVC, some others they said too. So we'll keep our eyes there. I think that looks spicy. And then this one here, the media house, Luna, music by Virtuals. What do they want? There's a Steven Spielberg agent. I didn't even know that. An IP tokenization agent. Who is that? I don't even know who that is, actually, but curious. Yeah, I wonder who these are. But, I think they're onto some special shit here. So, we will watch that. I like Ether Mage a lot, by the way. Actually, I want to get him on the show. I would love to get his ass on this show. That'd be fucking awesome. Also, I have 2 guests. I always jinx it when I say it, but some of these were public. One of these was public. Somebody who was asking to come on some shows is making the rounds. You guys probably saw, right? I'll put that on screen because that was public. There's another one that reached out to me in DMs. Big dude, too. Big dude said if I want to guess, he would love to come on the show. Wasn't expecting it at all, but it's a big guy. And I'm like, dude, fuck yes. Like, fan of that guy. But anyway, here we go. Here's the first guess. All I got to do is lock in a time. We got tons of time to get this, but there we go, Zeneca. I think we're going to get Zeneca on the show here, which would be cool as shit. He's one of the good guys. There are some good guys out there. He is definitely one of them. All right, now let me get J Squiggle the show link. So yeah, we'll get that locked in. I'll let you know when that's happening. He's a great fucking dude. Would love to chat with him. I met him once. He wouldn't remember. It was like a 15-second meeting. This was at VCon, not last year, the year before. It was out, like, there was a big field, and they had, like, all these, like, outdoor events set up, and just bumped into him there. Cool. Really, really fucking nice guy, like you'd expect. Met some cool people out there. Met Farouk there. Trying to think who else I met. You know, like, kind of the dudes. That was fun, by the way. VCon was incredible. Oh, Cats, there you go. Yeah, guys. You guys called it. Yeah, Zeneca, exactly. Now, the other one is shocking. It's like you guys would know who it is. Maybe not everybody would know who it is, but I think a lot of you guys would know who it is. And again, wasn't expecting the DM and said, hey, would love to come on if you're looking. And I'm like, dude, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Hoods, you are spot on with the music thing. I still don't think it's going to be the meta, right? It's not going to be the thing. But I mean, I'm with you as far as music and Web3 shit. There is something there. There is definitely something there. All right, let me see if Jay Squiggle is going to come up. I think he's going to. And we got art shit to talk. Actually, let me see. I bookmarked my new favorite song ever. Let me see if I got it. I probably don't. Damn, dude. Hang on. Let me see if I can find it. My new favorite song ever is fuck, do I not have it? My favorite song ever, and by that I just mean favorite song in the past, like, month. Oh, and random, Cardi's got a new album coming Friday. Sorry, I love him. Damn, I don't have it. Okay, well, I'm going to have to find it while we wait for J Squiggle. Sorry about that. While we wait for J Squiggle, because we'll be talking some Sam Spratt, I imagine. I'm telling you, dude, the song that went with Monument Game is so fucking incredible. It's so fucking incredible. And I'm such a dork. I DM'd Logic. I'm like, dude, your song's really good. I didn't realize it was Logic. I didn't realize it was actually him. It's like in his handle, right? It's in his name, but I didn't realize it was Logic. But the song's so good. Like, I have listened to this thing obsessively. It is my favorite song in a hot minute here. Where? I think I missed it. It's a great song. Here we go. Hype is $12. Good Lord. I'm scared to refresh, man. Okay. Not crazy. Not great. Oh, shit. You guys think I should dump those good vibe clubs? I should, right? I know I should. It's greed that makes me want to hold them. All right, guys, BRB, give me 1 minute. 1 minute. You guys can jam for the minute. So good, right? It's so fucking good. Dude, hype's legit, right, guys? Like, hype is legit. Good take from Seed Phrase, by the way. Really good take from Seed Phrase. And I think he is right. I think he's right. Oh, we do have J Squiggle. Hell yeah. All right, hang on. Let's get him up. Boom. Good morning, bro.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah,
New microphone set up.
Yeah, dude. Loud and clear, I think.
You're going loud. Back it off a little bit.
No. Good. Like good. Like good. Yeah. It's good to see you, man. How are you?
Good to see you too. How'd everything go last week?
Last week, good. Last week was different, man. Like we launched. I don't think I even really filled you in until maybe after the fact you saw. But we launched a fucking. We've had an AI agent out there. In fact, 2. But last week we officially launched the token on virtuals with the help of Vader, and considering this market did pretty darn decent. So that was fun. I've never been a part of a token launch. So that was cool. It was really fucking cool to see and again be a part of. And now it's like I told the team, I was like, hey, you guys did fucking amazing, like the devs and everybody, and it's like that was the easy part, and now it's time to really get to work at another level. You got to really keep the building and not let up. And it's pretty cool though.
Yeah, it's funny, as a builder, everybody thinks it's like you build up into this release and then the effort's done, and it's like, no, that's just like a part of a phase, and then there's like a whole nother series of events and things that happen afterwards. It's pretty crazy,
dude. It never stops. Like if you're like a builder and if you're here committed to the game being working and building, never stops. It's just phases, just from the first to the next phase. It never stops. You should never slow. In fact, you should only just keep working harder and taking on more and more. So
100% agree.
Exciting shit. Jay Squiggle, Jared Paz here with us, founder of 8nap. Awesome fucking dude. Do this, there's some art shit happening out there that I'd love to catch up on. What's going on in your world, and what is going on in art that maybe we should be aware of?
What's going on in art in general? I think I read what Seed Phrase was saying. I have a tendency to agree, but also my general operating philosophy is I think most people are max deployed, right? And I'm speaking for myself and some people that I've spoken to. And I think that at least for me personally, I'm waiting to have some USD gains and then make some rotations into art. I've already done some of that. I think that that's going to be what some people see. I think we're going to see a transition. My operating philosophy is right now we're going to see a rotation into less speculation for art. I think it will still exist, don't get me wrong, and more long-term hodls. So my main focus is about how to bring more people into the fold of being collectors. You can be a collector or speculator, but as long as there's a collector part of that, I find it very intriguing. And I think that really works because you're building out that base. I think Eli, I can never pronounce his last name, formerly from Proof, had a pretty good take on this yesterday. I saw it on my timeline, but basically the way I read into it is it's going to be a 10-year thing, right? Kind of right. What's up right there, and it's just I feel like it's coming, but the last one the last sentence in particular is something that really resonated when he says digital art will be the principal form of groundbreaking contemporary art in 10 years, and I really do feel like that's it's there. I feel sort of cliche because keep saying some of the same analogies over and over again, but you and I have talked about this. Like digital art feels like Bitcoin to me, like in 2013. It makes so much sense. It just hasn't had its moment for growth and expansion. And even when it does with like the ETFs, like we see with Bitcoin, like it still just doesn't take off the way we always anticipate it doing, right? So yeah, I feel very fortunate here, and I have a collecting strategy over the next bear or two with like that 10-year mindset in it. But overall, man, I'm excited. I still think that you're seeing art accumulation at a very high level. You know, full disclosure, I don't have a punk, but like when you see the punks sales and like, and everybody's like, oh, the punks are moving, and it's like, I think you have to put it in context. It's still, I mean, like a $75,000 floor, $80,000 floor. Like this isn't for the faint of heart, right? Like it takes a serious amount of money to buy a punk, right? But I think you're starting to see like some attention come to like really great projects. I mean, like it's no secret Delta Sauce released on 8nap, my platform, so I'm very close to him. He's playing in the Masquerade, and I don't know if he said it, but like he's a finalist, and like his
Oh, no shit.
yeah, so like, but his token, because they like identify, and he's a finalist within two categories, two
Oh,
of the three
wow.
categories, and his token is like has bids on it of like $35,000. So like
Wow.
it's like a $7,000 investment for him, and now like I'm not saying he's going to, but like he has the potential to like he put in the work. He did it in a very intentional fashion, and the reason why I'm saying this isn't like, oh, he should go sell it. Like, take that money. Like, that's not even what I'm suggesting. What I am suggesting is there's a really good opportunity to like put in work still and like make meaningful change. So it's really cool to see.
Can we see his entry? Is that public? Like, I have not followed the Masquerade.
I think you'd have to know his token ID and then the entry. Then you can see his entry. Yeah.
Is there like Nifty Gateway last time? If you go there now, do you see the Masquerade piece and you see people's comments on it? If that's I didn't follow even what the game involved this time around. I'm sure it was comments on the piece, kind of like last time, but I don't know.
I had to be honest, I wasn't participating, so I didn't really follow it as much either.
Darn. Okay. Something I do want to.
You can go in. You can go in and you can observe the comments. So yes,
Okay.
like there's three different. I know generically because Roger Dickerman is a rotating co-host, and he did his 2 to 4 minutes of the Masquerade update every single day. So he last week he kind of dropped some alpha on like what was going on. But yeah.
Okay, let me see. They got a link right to it in their bio, which is fucking great.
Yeah. Heaven forbid people actually make shit easy to navigate, right?
Dude, it's incredible how bad, in general, all of us, like just us as a space, are at marketing. Sometimes there's very legit, very official projects, and I can never find the links to their anything, even if they have a major something going on.
Dude, it's crazy. Like even just to like get exposure, like I'm pretty convinced I got throttled for like the algo the other like last couple of weeks. I'd post something and get like 53 views. I was like, yo, that's a little bit low.
I'll tell you, dude, it's brutal out there right now. Views is the best way to feel out the market. Like you
100%.
You can see it right in views. It's wild.
Well, and I was like, all self-conscious. I was like, who the yeah. So there's all the observations you can start to look at, but see how it's by mask.
Yes. Okay. So let me see. Okay, so it is, similar to last time. If you have a mask, you get to like etch your commentary you get to be part of the narrative of the piece, is what it looks like to me.
Yeah, and what's cool is some of them were, like people put like puzzles in there. Like there's a couple of people running like puzzles, and you can get something as a result of like engagement. Like I don't know, it was really cool how people decided to engage this time around.
Brian Brinkman's was awesome. Did you see his?
I did not.
Dude, it was just someone made kind of like a trying to like a dirty comment, like a funny, kind of like sexual comment in a way. Like, and then Brian Brinkman, I think his literal comment on the piece was, "That's what she said." Fucking incredible. Yeah.
Well, I think that it's like really intriguing with this like social experiment. What was really crazy is I think that there was like a 90% participation or something along those lines. So I mean, I thought like it was interesting because the mask that you will be awarded is related to like the amount of effort that you put in. So there's people who didn't do anything and they're going to come up with like a mask that is just like that bare mask, no color, no nothing. So I was like theorizing. I was like, oh, this is going to be interesting. It could be one of the rarer masks.
Huh.
But with 10% non-participatory, I think it was like there's 8 different colors, so it ends up being about an equal mask. Oh,
that's pretty cool. Okay, you can sort by finalists too. This is really great.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
And I think, well, actually, I don't know. I was gonna say, I think the one that Brian replied to, if that was real, I'm just going by his tweet, so you never know. But if it's real, I think the one he replied to might be one of the finalists. I might just be making that up. But either way, so fucking cool. I love, dude. Yeah. I love all the marketing around this too. Like I was just talking to the guys before you came on. I played that Logic song, like the music that went with the trailer. I just love that song. But like all the promo and stuff. Oh, by the way, guys, I meant to mention this earlier, but Parallel, the card game, is now on mobile or coming to mobile. So heads up about that. But something like this, I just think is so fucking cool. I love that. I fucking love it. Just again, everything around this, the promotion's masterfully done.
Well, I'm fairly certain, but like the skulls of Lucci, the 50 unique skulls that were originally a Bitters edition to Sam that now sell for like 100 ETH a piece, they met last week, to discuss finalists and stuff like that. So
is this them right here?
I'm pretty sure that this is them. I mean, I can notice some figures that I recognize. So yeah,
so cool. It's so cool. It just got like this whole thing's got this like aura around it. It feels like a fucking Kabali, not in a bad way, but a Kabali club. And like,
I shouldn't say this, but it reminds me of what's that one movie with Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise?
Oh yeah, Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah, exactly.
It's a little Eyes Wide Shutty for me, but
it is. It's fucking hilarious. Man, I love it. Okay. Okay, maybe. Well, I got a couple other things I want to run by you, ask you, get your thoughts on. This is actually pretty fucking cool. Super rare. And the Rare DAO investing $2.5 million in Transient Labs. They're building a new platform, or are you aware of what they're actually doing together?
I'm not, but Transient's probably one of the biggest movers and shakers in this space when it comes to art and devs and contract work. I mean, just absolute maniacs behind in a good way, behind them. I mean, what they're doing with they're the Transients, obviously, like behind Masquerade, but they helped. I mean, that's probably a good time. I ended up pushing the Corey Haber release with 8NAP because we wanted to curate the set a little bit more. But April 3rd, so we pulled forward the April release. Rich Caldwell is doing a really special release for something on April 3rd. It's going to be a lot of private placement. So if you have any interest in his work, he does a lot of aerial photography, reach out to me. But I say that because he took a lot of his stuff and worked with Transient Labs and put like some of his photos into a like generative algo. So it like created all these like generative works based off of his photography. So like they're just doing great stuff. They're behind, I believe, like the Glitch Everyday 30. I mean, they're just doing some like really, really awesome stuff. So with an investment like that, I have to imagine there is a way, way bigger plan. And I got to imagine that there's also my guess is partnership behind the scenes where Transients or Super Rare is going to be doing something new and innovative. If I'm going out on a limb, you don't invest that much money into somebody if you aren't planning to do something special. And I think that, like, Super Rare had that announcement a week or two ago about how they're going to have like a high focus on curation. So I really think Super Rare is going to have like this like top tier high level of curation, and then there's going to be another level for different levels of engagement is what my guess is.
For engagement, you mean like for other artists to release, but still,
Yeah.
attached to Super Rare? Because that was always kind of like a knock on them. It was very exclusive. It was very hard to get accepted to be able to release your art on Super Rare. I remember that, years ago.
I don't disagree with it though, right? Like, to me, there's like the only phrase that comes to my head is there's different levels to this shit. And I'm not saying that like, oh, like, but I think that there is like something really nice about like if you're a Super Rare artist, like there's that like there's a level of vetting. If you buy a piece on Super Rare, that there's a high likelihood of it sticking around for longer than, I mean, like Known Origins went out of business, right? So like I think that there's just some security in doing that, and I think that having that high level of curation is part of the baseline to their success. And I think that, like, you have other, I won't call anybody out, but like you have other platforms, other places other blockchains where you can release art at different terraces. Like, just because you're a Super Rare artist doesn't mean you have to release only on Super Rare. But I do think it's really interesting how, like, another 8nap artist, Derek, he does amazing photography. He releases all of his one-of-ones on Super Rare, and I think there's something beautiful about that, right? Like, it's consistent, it's predictable, it's a single point of failure, which is like awesome because it's like brutally reinforced. Meaning, like, if like you get an invite or you go to look at one of his pieces that's not on Super Rare and it's a one-of-one, it's probably somebody trying to fake something, or they put it on Manic or whatever it was, like the fake stuff that always pops up as a result of a release. So I don't know. I like what they're doing. I think that they've been amazing stewards of the space, and they've put a high level of curation to it. This partnership in particular, I think they need to have more more people, more organizations like Super Rare who are like so deeply invested in the space that like it becomes like almost a way of life for them. I really admire what they're doing.
I like it. Yeah, I can't wait to see what they do. And what I know of the Transient Labs team echo all of that. I chatted with them briefly a while back. We were just chatting content stuff. I think one of the founders had reached out because he liked the videos I was doing, and I could just tell. You can just tell when you talk to somebody, what kind of builder they are. I'm like, oh, they're legit. They're not like most of the guys out here. They're just not in a good way. In a good way.
Legit's like an understatement. They are so deep into the blockchain and putting together just like tight code and contracts, like and innovating, like it's disgusting, like in the best way possible. They're definitely like top tier.
Okay, there's some like drama on the timeline right now, not art related. I'm just putting it out there. I'm sure you guys are maybe starting to see it. There's no names or anything yet, and I don't think they're shit posting either. But I think maybe something's about to come out, and I don't know what it's going to mean. Heard something about 2 very well known crypto traders. I'm shocked. Heard the same. I don't know if they're bullshitting. I don't know if they're bullshitting. Maybe. I love this shit.
It's actually crazy. Man, what can I say?
What do you know?
I'm trying to think of how to say this.
Jay Squiggle knows.
It's what I know is not about like 2 crypto traders, but one could be considered a trader. I always thought of it more as like an art realm thing, but
is it scandalous? Is it going to rock this space?
Well, at least in the art world, it's like this little microcosm of stuff. Like rock the space is like an overstatement for what I know. I'm not saying that whatever they're teasing out isn't different, but I think it's scandalous. Like, sure, it's like something like really intriguing. It's also like really cool what I know. Like like it's something that's like in some weird way, it like restored my faith in like the crypto space, and I'll tell you more offline, but
I like it. I like
Yeah,
it a
it's,
lot.
it's something that's like super. It's like fun, but it's like it's also like I think it like what I'm thinking of like. I'll take a step back. So it's not about this, but like the thing about blockchain that I've like really fallen in love with is its ability to bring people together who have similar interests, but maybe geographically, like they may have never crossed paths. You and I are a perfect example. Like, I love your content. I think you're amazing. I love what you're doing. But, you know, chances are, unless I was traveling in my corporate world and happened to be at a bar that you happen to be at in a town that you were from, like, it may not have, our paths may have never crossed. And I think that, like, what's really beautiful about Web3, internet culture, is it's found a way to accelerate the likenesses. I mean, to bring it full circle to art, like that's kind of like why I love the Masquerade so much. Is like, here's all these like somewhat non-connected people who are finding connection in something really meaningful, and they're from all over the world. I think I read something like there's 54 countries represented in the Masquerade or something. It was just something like so mind-blowingly cool. It was awesome.
Whatever this story is, I'm itching. Like, whatever it is, sounds super fucking interesting. What do you think is like kind of back on art? What do you think of Good Vibes Club?
I think it's fun. I think it's exciting, and I think that I've participated in enough of these like pre-reveal things. Like I could see, a reveal. Some people are gonna, post reveal. The normal ones are gonna start to get floored. It'll probably go under mint. The nicer ones will probably sell for a premium, and then 3 months from now, who knows where it will be. I hope that this is kind of like a signal for like bring enthusiasm back to it. I just don't know if there's enough going on around us to like bring in more and more people, if that makes any sense. Like I think I think it's cute art. I think it's like really like it's fun, it's playful. Even the play on good vibes is like really like I'm all for it, right? Like I'm all about good vibes. But I mean, one of the first NFTs I bought was like this like pre-reveal thing. I don't even remember what it was called, but like it was so like one of my normie friends came to me and was like, dude, you gotta do this thing because it's gonna be it was like some sort of social club thing. They're gonna open this thing in LA, and I was in California at the time. And like we can go hang out and the blah blah blah. And it was like this, it was a PFP thing. It had like some play on like a Shiba dog or something. And I remember I spent like 0.34 ETH, and like for tax loss harvesting, I think I sold it into a ETH at like 0.02, right? Like, and I'm not saying Good Vibes does this, but it's one of those things where like like keeping up that hype machine is really, really hard. And there's a lot of enthusiasm right now about it. Like I see it on the timeline. People are like, pre-reveal, I've got an ape in. And I think that's awesome. Like to me, it's like some of these make it, obviously, right? Like, so we'll see.
Yeah, it's got a different energy. I'm like, I got this hopium that like Taproot Wizards maybe gets vibes going, and this dude, I didn't even like these at first. I didn't. I talked about them on this show. Like, really, I didn't like them, dude. I don't know what I don't usually like the 3D rendered avatars. I think that was the starting point. Just didn't like it, and then I didn't get the story of it's taken 3 years. I'm like, these don't take 3 years to put out there. That said, it probably doesn't take 3 years, but like, it flipped like 2 days ago, 3 days, like the day before the mint, when I saw that, people are sharing images of them zoomed in, and I saw, oh, they are actually really, really, really nice looking. They're really detailed. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, they're really well thought out.
Yeah. So that changed. That changed. I bought some on secondary. I'm sitting here debating, flipping them now, which probably is the smart thing to do. And then part of me just wants to feel what, NFTs used to be and play the game. And like, that shit's fun and I miss it. And, so I'm doing that right now. We'll see. But
look, I think if it's a pure financial play, you flip it leading up to the reveal, you take your profits and you run. But I agree with you. Like, there's just something fun about participating in this stuff. Being a little degen and going to the gambler's premium. I mean, that's what essentially you're seeing right now. Like, what was mint 0.1 or something like that. Like, you're seeing a gambler's premium because of the unrevealed, and there's always going to be a premium because you have that opportunity, at least as of today, to get that rare. Chances of getting it low, right? Like just like anything else. But I think it's fun. Like if you can afford it and it's not going to put you back, I think it's fun to participate. And like I think they did like a really cool thing. Like I was like really admiring the art through the honoraries, and I think they did a good job of like spreading the honoraries out. If that makes any sense, it wasn't just like only big names, max hype, max this. Like I saw Seed Phrase had one, but then like Dat Punk has one. Like I was just going through the honoraries, and it was really fun. And I thought the honoraries in particular, like really well done.
With you on that. I'm seeing a lot of thought about Foundation. In fact, one of my buddies impacted by and probably most people are. There's just some kind of issue with their site and maybe an indexer. There you go, indexing new pieces. Like just like placeholder images not loading. People's names, like I saw there's again my buddy impacted by this, like he bought some pieces and the artist when he goes to look at the names of who's bought, like it doesn't show their name. So it's like I don't know. The team behind Foundation is the team behind Rodeo. Is that yeah.
I mean, I'm less inclined to be upset about it because I think they basically said they're pretty open about months ago when they pivoted to Rodeo that like Foundation was kind of gonna take a back seat. So now
I haven't thought fully winding it down is what I thought. So
yeah, so I'm not surprised by this, but at the same time, like people who bought art, I mean, it's I think why you have to buy art in places that going back to the super rare conversation we were talking about, like supporting places that are going to be here for the long term and platforms that are really going to lean into it and do the right thing over and over again.
Boom, there it is. All right, your boy's got a new piece coming.
Yeah,
man. So on Verse, did they show any outputs of solos? William, right? Do I say his last name right? Mapan.
I call him Mapan. So Sketchbook B is the project. Solos is just the you can go into Williams, click on Williams' profile, and the short answer is he has been teasing some out. If anybody who's familiar with Williams' work, you can keep scrolling down. You can kind of know what I mean. Sketchbook A, for clarity, is his first piece with Verse. So, and it was 64 pieces. It was a ranked auction. It was really, really cool. I don't think this is Sketchbook B. If you want to keep going,
okay.
No. It's that right there. Yeah, this stuff.
Okay.
So, for anybody who's not familiar with William Mapan, you can kind of see he teased it there with like the B in the middle of all this, the sketching. Mapan, to me, is one of those individuals who is just absolutely brilliant with code. You may look at this and say, so I think these are more teasers from the Sketchbook B. You may say, hey, it just looks like somebody's doing colored pencil on there. And I would say, you're right, it does. And that's also the beauty of it. It is all done by code, and it's algorithmic, meaning like there's a set of rules and some other parameters that he coded into it. But like, this is really, really incredible if you think about it. The fact that you can mirror, and I've never seen anybody be able to bend code to what he calls like algorithmic painting or algorithmic drawing. I've never seen somebody be able to bend code to their whim of making like realistic looking art like William has. It's absolutely mind blowing of what it is. Sketchbook A was, it had a little bit more of like harsh lines and it was more rigid, and then this one seems to be a little bit more flowy and pencily. But man, okay, to put it into context, I think it was a ranked auction. He put out the algo, at least for Sketchbook A, way in advance, so you could play around with it. You could save your seeds. I love this approach because then you fall in love with a piece, right? And then there's only 64, so when they went to mint it, I think the lowest bid was about 3 or 4 ETH last time. So this isn't going to be for the faint of heart. This is definitely an expensive piece. I don't know how many pieces Sketchbook B will have. My guess it'll be pretty similar to Constrain the Supply. I have a call later this week with William, and he's very mindful of that sort of thing. So yeah, I think that William's incredible. I think he's he's one of the artists that I personally am investing in for the long term, because I think that he is just so incredibly talented. And in one of the things I love about William's work is like universally people love it. Aesthetically, it's very very beautiful, but also like the artists like respect his talent, right? Like they're like, man, this guy's good. So all around love for William and what he does.
Dude, there are levels to it. There just are. He's there. He's like climbing still, and he's already fucking. He's a dude. He's excellent. All right. I think. Well, yeah. Let's do some self shilling. I actually am starting to love that a lot more and more lately. I've been getting better about even shilling like my shit, our shit, whatever. So let's do that, and then we're out of here. What do you guys got going on 8nap? And by William, gonna be on your platform at some point?
My hope is yes.
Hey.
I mean, there's a couple artists that like I've, for me, it's like, you've made it when ... Like there's 4 artists that I've like targeted for a long time. I've had conversations from the start. William is one of them. It would be an absolute honor to have a partnership with William. I mean, he's absolutely next level incredible. I collect a lot of his work, so I have a clear bag bias, but he's I wouldn't be, I'd love to work with him. I'll leave it that way. I'm gonna throw it out into the universe. William, we want to do something special with you.
Boom. There we go.
And I'm working on something special.
And what?
I said I'm working on something special.
Good shit. Oh man, that's exciting. What's the latest with the Red Rum collection, Metamorphosis?
So Metamorphosis is a 500-piece collection. Red it's probably pinned as still, but it's a really awesome advancement of like his storytelling. So right now we are in the auction phase. We also one of the things I wanted to do with 8nap is drive more of like what you're seeing on this the good vibes, right? Like there's all this secondary happening. I wanted to be in the community. Yes, they get a little bit of royalties if you pay it, but chances are they missed out on some of that upside. What I wanted to do is create a platform where you could, as an artist, capitalize a little bit more on that upside. So we have a number of pieces that are going to individual piece auction. So right now, this is the one that's available. So you can put a bid on it and start that if you like it. If not, I do have a couple pieces, both for Delta and Red Rum, that are available for private placement. So if you have any interest in a Delta Sauce or Red Rum project, I do have a wallet that I can share privately to place some of these pieces, and in that way you have the option of pre-reveal or post-reveal, finding the pieces that connect with you. I mean, that's the overall arching goal of 8nap Artists, to connect artists and the art and place them in homes that people love. So there's that. Like I said, April 3rd, Rich Caldwell, who's a great aerial photographer, is going to be releasing. It's going to be a 70-piece collection titled The Art of Tennis. If you go to his X account, you could probably see
what's the name again?
Rich, R-I-C-H, and then C-A-L-D, Caldwell. There we are. Yeah. So he's starting to tease out these tennis pieces. You can see it right there, that pairing, which I just absolutely love.
Cool. Yeah.
So I've followed Rich for some time, and what's amazing is he takes what I call like beauty and simplicity. It's things that like I first fell in love with. Like he had like aerial photography of like container ships, and it just got to be this like really beautiful amalgamation of like different colored containers, and the way they got randomly placed on ships, he captured beautifully in photography. So this is what we're trying to do here is, for the tennis lovers, and we're trying to do some other ideas, but yeah, it's the idea here is you can start to collect around tennis, but also geometric shapes, how they come together. Just a lot of different ways to collect around this. It's only going to be a 70-piece collection, so it's going to be.
This is on 8nap?
Yeah.
Good shit. Oh
It's
man.
most of it will be, in private sales. So if there is an interest, like reach out. But yeah, we're working on that one, doing a lot of that front end work, like you said. And then there'll be a couple that go to auction, but really working with collectors to see what they want here. Each come with the reason why he's presenting it like that. Each come with a full size print.
Mm.
And what's cool is he's trying to show here how different pieces can come together. You have the ones that are like geometric or reflexive of each other. You have ones that are more like color matching. You have an individual piece. And then there's a couple in the collection that are like a little bit of a curveball that I absolutely adore. So we'll see how it all works out. But I mean, there's two that are like different colors right there, but like, he's made the angles so they're complementary. And that's kind of what we wanted to do, is create an environment where you could enjoy that. So that's coming up. And then beginning of May will be Corey Haber. And for anybody who's not familiar with Corey, just an absolutely amazing artist. Very quiet, but does incredible work. So what's really cool about this is we're refining the algo. But what's really cool is he's using AI to go seek out API and use that API data based on the AI prompt to feed a generative art algo. So it's like this really, really incredible overlap. And yeah, so I think we were looking at something a little bit smaller, but I think we're going to try to go for a bigger collection because it's just so incredible. So
Man, okay, well, you got some stellar fucking drops coming, man. We'll cover all those. Deeper next time. We'll show more. But man, guys, make sure you're following Jared just to keep up on what he's got going on his platform and the incredible artists he's working with. You can find Red Rum, but go find him. Go follow him. Follow Richard as well, Richard Caldwell. But most importantly, just follow Jared _POZ, and then 8nap_art. Follow them both. And guys, follow us. Follow Crypto Slam IO on X, and also, follow the Swarm _AI. Jared, dude, thank you for coming. Great, like always, to have you on here. And
thank you for letting me just ramble on about art every once in a while. It's always fun to. And you know what's cool is I appreciate you loading up some of these stories in advance, because those are the ones that I don't know. It's just fun to be able to meander into different places and talk about different perspectives. I really appreciate what you're doing overall for the community. You touch on so much amazing stuff. I know, like, everything from you're an art appreciator, you're a culture appreciator, just everything that you're doing along the way. It's like, again, you don't know. I don't always GM it, but I'm lurking in the background more than you think, man.
Oh, that's awesome. That's cool, dude. Just an enjoyer, like truly fucking enjoy it all, and a lot of what you're doing too, man. So all that back at you, guys. 2 p.m. Eastern time. I'll see you on the Swarm Report, hitting all the AI news, the market, all that good stuff. Have a great freaking day, guys. We'll see ya.